Europe continues to be the epicenter of the pandemic right now. It is accounting for a full half of the world's new infections and half of the deaths as well. In Austria, officials have implemented a lockdown of the unvaccinated. That order began about 12 hours ago at midnight local, and it will affect almost a quarter of the population over the age of 12. Severely limited people who have not been vaccinated to only essential trips outside their homes. Let's bring you the story with freelance reporter Trent Murray, who is with us from Berlin with the details about this lockdown of the unvaccinated. Drastic measures now in effect in Austria.
Yeah, Heather, Europe's COVID-19 resurgence really shows very little sign of slowing down, leaving governments across the continent scrambling to try and contain fresh outbreaks ahead of the winter. Extraordinary measures introduced overnight in Austria, which will effectively see a targeted lockdown for close to 1/3 of the population. Everybody that has not had their shot will be ordered to stay at home, only allowed to leave for some of those essential reasons, like you mentioned, going to work, going to school or going to the grocery store to get the essentials. The government in Austria is making no apologies about this tough measure, saying the situation is dire in the health system and they need to take these steps. Police have been given powers to do random checks on people to make sure they are compliant. There could be fines of up to 2,000 Canadian dollars for people caught breaching the rules. So far, the police are being told the way that they will try and crack down on people is both by checking vaccine passports and by also ensuring that people have got a valid reason to be outside their home, maybe even proof that they are on their way to work. The Austrian government, as I say, knows that this will be a controversial measure, but it's one that they say is necessary to protect the healthcare system.
What do Austrians think of these new measures now in place, Trent?
Well, it is undoubtedly a controversial move. Opposition parties in Austria have questioned whether it is even constitutional, and there were protests that erupted in Vienna over the weekend with people holding banners saying "my body, my choice," and it's our freedom that they're fighting for. But so far, as I say, the Austrian government is sticking to its guns on this. Alexander Schallenberg, the chancellor there, says that he will have this move in place for at least the next 10 days, but it may be extended. Worth noting, of course, Heather, this situation is far from just being contained in Austria. Much of Europe is now facing this resurgence. Here where I am in Germany, we do expect an emergency meeting of state premiers later this week. Chancellor Angela Merkel releasing a video statement over the weekend saying that Germany and Europe has got a difficult few weeks ahead.
What a story. Thank you very much, Trent. We appreciate that live from Berlin.